Dearest Utah Theatre patrons, welcome back to another episode of Utah Theatre Tittle-Tattle. I am pleased that you were able to find me. Next up on the docket is Mary Poppins, presented by Kaysville's Hopebox Theatre. This patron attended the performance of the silver cast, and I must say that I was overall fairly disappointed with the result. The word that encapsulates this production is precision. I would first like to focus on the positive aspects of the show. First and foremost, this patron was delighted with the actors who portrayed Jane and Michael. They were not only adorable, but exuded talent, composure, comedic timing, and stage presence. Many of the adults in the production could take a page or two out of these children's books, but more on that later. I found all aspects of the young characters, from their charming and smart wardrobe to their on-point accents, simply lovely. Michael was consistently in character. Even when he was supposed to be sleeping, he never peeked or grinned. He was very believable. Jane was similar in her portrayal of the character and never missed a beat in the choreography, nor a note in the music. Both of them together brought a precision to the production that was sorely needed. This patron loved the portrayal of the character of Miss Andrews, the antagonist. As she is introduced in the second act of the show, it brought a boost of energy with it to the delight of the patrons in attendance. Her presentation very much leaned into the cantankerous authoritarian that she is, a la Miss Trunchbull. Vocals were precise, and her belt of the last note in Brimstone and Treacle made this patron applaud with glee. Other portrayals of characters that this patron enjoyed included Winifred Banks, the bank chairman, and the ballerina, who was stunning in the song Playing the Game. There was also an actor that portrayed multiple parts, including the character of Robertson A. He was magnificent. Amazing physical comedy, consistent accent, and stole every scene he was in. It prompts this patron to wonder why he wasn't cast as Bert. The actor definitely embodied precision in his performance. The characters of Mary and Bert were innocuous in their presentation, neither awful nor stellar. However, I would like to note the accents in the production overall. This patron wholeheartedly endorses the use of a dialect coach, since it adds the precision sought after. This display surely was in need of one. Both Mary's and Bert's accents seemed to come and go throughout the run, which wasn't nearly as bad as some of the others. The most atrocious of these examples was the actor playing George Banks. It seemed as though this actor hadn't been in many productions and really struggled with the English accent. Many times it came out as something different: Irish, Spanish, German, Norwegian, and even a hint of a Slavic accent thrown in for good measure. Costuming of the show was very hit and miss. While there were some excellent choices and fittings, such as Bert's green and yellow striped suit and the several costumes for the two children, there was still more that disappointed. The birdwoman's scarf kept falling off, the bank chairman was wearing tennis shoes, and a quick change for Bert was not completed on time. However, the most egregious was the costumes worn by George Banks. The blacks of his pants and jacket did not match under the stage lights, and parts of his shirt were consistently untucked. This is not what one would expect coming from the man that sings precision and order. The production design was severely lacking. If you are a frequent listener to this podcast, you know that this patron is not a fan of projections to simulate environments. Unfortunately, almost the entire set was done digitally. This severely distracted from the lighting design and the few physical sets that were used. Due to the excessive use of projection, actors were frequently seen moving through curtains on and off stage, disturbing the projected environments and destroying the illusion. To engage the audience in a live production, this patron prefers more precision in set design. Step in time is the number to which many audience members look forward when experiencing Mary Poppins, and this patron was no exception. This number bucked the trend of mediocrity and proved to be engaging. The choreography was simple, fun, and while not exactly precise in its execution, turned out to be the climax of the second act. Mary Poppins is currently playing at Hopebox Theatre through August 24th. This patron gives the show 2 out of 5 cups of tea, 1 cup for each of the adorable children. While not a show that employs much precision, it was fun and enjoyable at certain times. Dear patrons, if there is amateurism or greatness in a performance, I will find it. For just such occasions, I am compelled to sharpen my pen. For all of you. Yours truly, Lady Powderton.